Yeah, hey everybody, welcome to a brand new show called The Grind. It is your Saturday show keeping you in the know. It's a bit of a corny thing to say, but look, this is a very helpful show. And just to really explain things, once a week on a Saturday, I'll put together loads of information for the following week. It's called The Grind because it helps out players understand what's coming on the available week, key dates, events, account availability when it comes to Alliance Quest, Alliance Wars preparation, you name it, we're going to cover it and maybe even do some other stuff like helpful videos out there, interactions and other stuff. So it's all about your grind in the game. I think it does exactly what it says on the tin because people know what Ronsil is. I don't know. So that's the slogan with Ronsil. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Also, for those wondering, this is no way, shape or form like Marvel Contest of Champions news or MCN because it differs in more of a way of coverage. With MCN, we're covering bugs, we're covering new stuff, we're covering problems and things that don't really contain the amount and concept of grind. This show is all about covering the grind. And one last thing to explain is, as a lot of you know, I have a very good working relationship with Dan of Frontline MCOC. We have a podcast together, which is out tomorrow, by the way, episode 54, which will be covering a lot of stuff when it comes to the Odin Gauntlets, Marvel Realm of Champions, a few other things as well. But as well, we're going to be taking some information from his MCC calendar and a few other things to keep you informed and smush it all together in this video. So make sure that you are following, bookmarking and keeping up to date with Dan of Frontline MCOC. Site link is in the description down below. And also a link to his Twitter, which is at Frontline MCOC for all your information when it comes to videos and as well around the battle realm. But now that that's all out of the way, let's start the show. So on the week beginning the 14th of March 2021, it does seem like a normal week. Not too much new content may be dropping, although look out for the 17th of March for a potential Feeling Green event. We kick off with the return of the Tier 4 Basic Arena, which will be seen on Monday as said. But in any case, let's... Now that we've got all that out of the way, let's start the show. And we begin with the week starting the 15th of March. Monday will also see the round 2 of the Magneto and Mangog arena. Make sure to watch Marvel Contest of Champions news on Monday to find out the result of where these two champions finished. For those that participate in Alliance Wars, you will have a little bit of a war to enjoy. If you don't enlist, then hey, you're saving yourself some bother. Do you have a Summoner Sigil? Well, did you know that next week you will be getting the reset of those lovely crystals? So whether or not you go for the 6-star or indeed the 5-star, you can definitely pick yourself up the resets of them. So yes, that's something that's pretty good. And in particular for that featured 5-star and 6-star, which takes a little bit of time for that to reset. Everything else will reset as normal with the Black ISO market as it normally does on a Monday. But what's going down on Tuesday? Tuesday the 16th sees the release of Odin content. As part of the content creator program, we've got a stipulated time of 10 AM or 1800 hours GMT when we can release stuff. So 10 AM PST, 1800 hours GMT is when content can be released about Odin. I won't be able to give you my full opinion now on the character, but a lot of rumors are going around. This is the cosmic apocalypse, especially with the way that it builds up other characters and other champions. But full opinions will be dropped on next Tuesday the 16th, and as well it is more than likely we will see early access bundles for this character. Moving now on to next Wednesday, and it is more than likely we will see the return of the Feeling Green solo event. And this basically means that you get points by using green based characters, and I think the higher rarity the better. But as well at the end of it, last year you got a 4-star. Will this year be the same? It'll be hard to know whether or not Kabam will change that current meta, but definitely the extent of revives that you get is the most crucial thing, as well as boosts as well. We look forward to its return. On Wednesday also we will see a reset of the Incursions Milestones. If you don't know, these are where that you accumulate that lovely dark artifacts and as well the gold from that particular grind if you are indeed a person that likes doing incursions. Still on Wednesday, an Alliance War season's back! Yay! Said not many people within the community. But if you are looking to be competitive and grab yourself some decent stuff, then do make sure that you're in your correct alliance, or at least kind of considering what your next options are as soon as possible. You've only got till Wednesday to really kind of get yourself solid in an alliance. And yes, okay, a few wars in and you can still make that decision whether or not you're happy in the current alliance you are, but I would say it's better for your officers to know exactly what you're doing and communicate thusly, especially due to the start of a new season and a competitive nature that follows with it. And the final thing on Wednesday is that you will see the new refresh of Alliance Quest. In that, you'll be doing a new sequence of 5. So whatever you're doing, make sure that you've done whatever you needed to in-game for your grind by Wednesday, so at least you know that you will be committing yourself in the evening to your grind in Alliance Quest with your favourite champions. Moving now on to Thursday, and not to say that it's a good thing or a bad thing, but there's not much going on. As it looks like we'll be making a return back to the Catalyst Clash class arena, which I think some people do, but I don't think they do it as competitively as they used to. Maybe Kabam should consider doing tier 5 class catalyst fragments within this, or at least something that would entice players a little bit more to get this done. The only other arena that could be on at this time would either be Hood or Angela, especially by the recent buffs. I would say that it's either going to be in conjunction with something of Odin, but it will largely be either Angela, and I think pretty strongly this will be an Angela arena, but we'll have to see how that drops next week. But as well, I must say that and looking towards the end of the week, Friday in particular is such a quiet day. You make a decision of which champions you might want to grind in arena, maybe some permanent content you're looking to do as well. If there's anything that's on with the Feeling Green event, go and get that grind on there. But also you may feel inclined to do a little bit of incursions, which I do think is a good thing nowadays, and something that I'll be doing myself, especially to try and get those 6-star signature stones. Now on to the ending part of the show, which is Rich's top prep of the week, which can be either things of looking at some interactions, some champions to use in certain things, some guides, advice, similar to top 5 tips of the month, but a little bit different because we work on future prep and stuff that's not covered by that particular video. So the 2 things I'm pointing out this week is number 1, prepping for July 4th, and the second thing is Thronebreaker crystals, Thronebreaker arena crystals, which still haven't dropped yet. So let's start off with preparing for the July 4th deals. We are just under 4 months away from that. I think it's like 3 months and a bit now away from July 4th deals. This basically means, if you're unfamiliar with this, is that you would, if you're a free-to-play player, grab a load of units and you'd buy deals that would be applicable to where your progression is. There's going to be 2 types of practice with this. There's either going to be a case that you're comfortable where you are, and so you're a Thronebreaker and you've got all that ability to kind of like just grind arena because you've done everything, and then spend your units in order to get the stuff. But as well, if you're at that point or your lower progression, then you may not get the top end of titleage stuff that you need. So this is the case of either you're going to invest some units to get yourself to the next progression, and I will be doing loads of guides about like being Cavalier, being Uncollected, being Thronebreaker and stuff like that, because that's what you're going to have to consider next. How you make that jump up as quickly as possible to get the best deals. You're going to have to balance arena grinding. If you really want your units, go into arena, grind arena. Use arena boost to get you to quicker milestones. Grab those units, grab those battle chips, and then it's a case that you'll be able to spend them. I would say as well, anything below 500k battle chips, go arena crystals. Anything above 500,000 battle chips to at least 1 million, do uncollected arena crystals if you have availability to do so. If you don't, then just go for the lower. Make sure you're doing solo quests. Solo events are just absolutely brilliant for anyone's kind of grind. I find them smashing at them a lot more, and especially with this month and the Valhalla victories, it gives you a really good opportunity to grab an extra 10 units. If you've been doing it, by the end of the month, you might have an additional 300 units. Your first 6-star, which may be a terrible champion, can still help you out in different grind. Whether or not you're doing Road to Labyrinth or you're doing lower content, you can look to cycle that through. However, though, they have nerfed it a little bit in the favour of the community to then make this a bit more doable. Arena wins, go into arena. Just grind arena. Use the opportunity to get the 25 units, the revive, the health potion. It minimises spend in permanent content. And that's the thing about taking that immensely seriously as possible. And on the Thronebreaker side of things, yes, for those that are Thronebreaker, you've done a lot of stuff, you've done a lot of content, or maybe there's content you just don't want to do, look to grind arena. And I know there may be people out there that are Thronebreaker that don't want to do the grind of arena, but look, if you want to get yourself the not the uncollected, but the Thronebreaker, I don't know if it will be referred to as Cavalier Arena Crystal, then that will probably drop some point this year, and you have to make a decision. Am I saving up for the July 4th deals, or am I saving up for a big kind of like spend on them? That's something as well to consider, but that's down to a player perspective and what you personally want to do right now. And there we go. That has been the first edition of The Grind. I will be adding a lot more to this and changing up the show on, week out. But yeah, hopefully this keeps you well informed of the things that you've got to grind next week, and as well just gives you an idea of roster availability and also some of the things you want to hit up in the contest. A full write-up is down in the description below if you want to check it out. And also make sure to check out Frontline MCOC, links in the description. Check out some recent content posted up there. Have a lovely Saturday, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.